What is up, guys? It's your coach DJ back again with another episode of Way the Nomad podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about how to deal with judgment and criticism. So, I want to call some people out that left some fun comments on my last post. This is why I'm coming up with today's episode. And in the last recent videos that I've been posting, I got some negative comments from people saying, "Where are your biceps?" As implying that I'm not that big or not that muscular, right? And then the last post, there was another comment that said, "Oh, you should train for 10 more years before you start talking about results," right? And it kind of made me laugh because I have empathy for them because I was once them. I was once this insecure boy that perpetuated hate, and I understand where that's coming from. So I want to create this again, this episode for you guys that are maybe going through some judgment, some criticism because you're pursuing your goals, you want to be better. And I freaking appreciate you guys that are working on yourselves and are doing the work that a lot of people avoid and love to just project onto others. So here are the mindset shift, guys, that I realized as I was doing this online coaching, becoming whatever you want to call it. I wouldn't say influencer, but posting content online so I can influence people to live a better life, to live a happier life. And so, again, mindset shifts. This is all about mindset shifts of criticism and judgment. Number one, whenever someone is judging you, whenever someone is criticizing you, oftentimes it's a reflection of how they feel about themselves. Let me repeat myself. Reflection of how they feel about themselves. So if there's somebody that's judging you, that's always saying some negative shit, probably feel horrible about themselves. And they are projecting this. And so this is something I learned in my psychology course when I was in kinesiology. And projection is basically spewing out how you feel onto other people or other things. And this can come out as a negative comment. It can come out as smashing a glass vase. It can come out as breaking something valuable. But the idea is there is a feeling, a negative feeling that people feel internally, and they project it outwards to feel better about themselves. That is the number one reason why so many people spew out hate, criticism, whatever it is, say a negative comment. It's not a measure of you guys. This is a measure of how they feel about themselves. This is an understanding that I didn't know when I was younger. I used to do this. I was 12 years old. I was on YouTube commenting on people that were reviewing action figures, saying, "This is a horrible review. You should do better, blah, blah." I don't even know what I was doing, but I used to collect action figures. And you know why? It's because I wanted to do those things. I wanted to be on YouTube. I wanted to make money off of YouTube. I wanted to be in this influencer. And I felt so insecure about, oh man, why is this person doing my dream? Why does this person get to do that? And so I would try to tear them down so that I could feel better about myself, not doing the things that I wish I could do. Hold that thought. Listen to that. The people that are judging you, people decide for wanting to do better, that you're pushing maybe for your physique, maybe for your body, maybe for your business. It's an insecurity of themselves that they're projecting onto you because they feel less than themselves. Because somehow, how are you able to do that? In their mind, especially if this is friends, so-called coworkers, acquaintances, when they see someone doing better than you, but better than themselves, it causes an insecurity because they start asking themselves, I know this kid from how long? I knew this person for that he's getting his dream body. Let's say it's you want to get your transformation. There's no way he can do that. I've known him for so long. Why can't I do it? So what they'll do is try to bring you down to their level. They will try to bring you down to their level. So somebody that's criticizing you, maybe there's somebody that's always hitting a off-mark comment on you, right? They're trying to bring you down to their level. So understand that when you're trying to level yourself up, this is the concept of crabs in a bucket. There's this saying, crabs in a bucket. Why? If crabs work together to uplift each other, to help each other get out of this so-called bucket, everybody would be able to get out. What happens though? What happens in the crabs in a bucket analogy? A crab is starting to get out, and the crab grabs it from underneath and pulls it back down, pulls it back down. So that crab is never able to elevate itself. That crab is never able to get and escape this bucket. That's how so many people live their lives. They see other people doing, and so they try to tear them down to get them to stay exactly where they are because they feel insecure. They don't understand why they can't do it. And so they want you to feel how they feel about themselves. Mindset shift number one, reflection of how they feel about themselves. Remember this, anytime you're pursuing something worthwhile, people are going to do this. Number two, mindset shift. Don't feel sorry for yourself. Someone says you're not fit, you're a try hard, you're blah, blah, blah. Don't feel sorry for yourself. Feel sorry for them. Again, going back to what I said, and I'm not saying that you should throw them a pity party or even like message them and say, hey, let's grab drinks. No, I meant literally think about it. If somebody is taking the time out of their day to say something negative to you, to do something negative towards you, to say something behind your back, imagine how they talk to themselves, how much hate they have towards themselves for them to actually take the time out of their day to spew nonsense. Can you imagine that? And this is a mindset shift that I internalize, and this is why I don't care. You know, anybody can say anything to me, but I know where this is coming from. And I want you guys to understand there's nobody that has ever in the world of success, entrepreneurship, again, the top, if you are aspiring to be a bodybuilder, if you are aspiring to be a writer, whatever, people that are doing better are not going to be trying to tear you down. There has never been someone, a top level CEO, whatever, that's just building their business, okay? Because they understand on the top level, yes, there might be some CEOs that are assholes. There might be some bodybuilders that are assholes, but I'm talking about the people that you aspire to be like, the people that are actual, change makers that are actually worth following, okay? Nobody, for example, let's talk about Gary Vee. Everybody knows Gary Vee. Do you see him intentionally going on his comments and messaging the next whatever, social media manager or whatever, saying, hey, haha, can't believe you're trying your best at this. I can't believe you're working so hard at this. This is such a waste. Do you ever see that? No, because anyone that is successful does not spend time hating. And anyone that is successful does not spend time hating. Repeat that to yourself a million times. Okay, understand that the criticism from other people, the judgment of other people are from people that are typically low level, that feel insecure and wish they could be doing what you're doing. Straight up. And the last perspective shifts. Who are they? So again, if you're aspiring to be a top level CEO, if you're aspiring to be a bodybuilder, whatever it may be, and the person is a nobody, they don't even have, again, they've never ran a business. They don't have a physique that you aspire to have. They don't have anything that you aspire to be like. It's a waste. It's a waste of time to try to, again, take everybody's criticism, because there's levels to this. If somebody, let's say somebody that you look up to is giving you advice and they're quote unquote giving you some reflection, then that's different. Yeah, you should maybe take that advice. Maybe you should take that quote unquote criticism. It might not be criticism. It can just be some, and take that and, again, try to improve. Now, if somebody has no idea what you're doing, has never done it themselves, the value of their criticism or their opinions hold no value, have no weight. Imagine you're talking to an architect, or you want to be an architect, and somebody that had never taken schooling for it or have never built anything starts to critique your drawings. Who the fuck cares? You don't know what the fuck you're talking. So there's levels to who you should even be listening to. And there's a lot of people that listen to their friends that are like, oh, why are you tracking your calories? It's so much work. Well, and then meanwhile, they're 50 pounds overweight. They're unhealthy. They feel back pain from just bending over. Like, should you be taking the advice for health for somebody that is not healthy? No, you should not. So remember that you got to also be selective of whose advice you actually take. And when I say advice, I mean criticism, whatever it may be. and understand that you can't just take everybody's opinion and hold it at the same level and value of somebody, let's say, that actually is in that industry or actually is doing that thing and is actually coaching or maybe doing that exact same thing that you aspire to do, right? And so these are the 3 mindset shifts, guys. Again, repeating them. 1, it's a reflection of how they feel about themselves. There's a crab in the bucket. People are always trying to tear people down once they see them doing more or trying to escape whatever circumstance and trying to get better and elevate. Another analogy is the tall poppy syndrome. Whenever they see a tall poppy, what's the first one to go and get sliced down? It's a tall poppy. Number 2, don't feel sorry for yourself. Feel sorry for them. Imagine somebody taking their time to say something negative to you, to talk shit behind your back. How bad do you think they feel about themselves if all they can spew is negativity? Feel bad for them. Don't feel sorry for yourself. Last one. Oh, sorry. And on with that is no one more successful will ever spend time hating. No one more successful at the thing you want to do will spend time hating. Last one is, who are they to you? Who are they to you? And what does their opinion matter? So unless, again, if you want to be an entrepreneur and this guy that's never ran a business is talking crap saying, oh, you're going to fail, you're never going to do it, you're never going to be successful, his opinion means jack shit. He's never ran a business. And if maybe he has and he failed, he's again projecting those failures and his incapabilities or her incapabilities onto you. Understand that, internalize that. And that's how you can deal with judgment and criticism. Guys, that's it. That's all. I hope this helped. If it did, please share with a friend or family. And until next time, this is your coach, DJ, signing out. Have the best day ever.